Today, we pit two legends of the sky against each other, the B-1B Lancer versus the B-2 Spirit, one a supersonic predator built for speed and chaos, the other a silent ghost forged in stealth. Both were born from the Cold War, but they represent opposite ends of aerial warfare. The B-1B, introduced in 1986, was designed to scream across enemy territory at low altitude, using raw speed and agility to outrun defenses. The B-2 Spirit, arriving later in the 1990s, flipped the script entirely, trading velocity for near invisibility, slipping past radar like a shadow in the night. Speed is where the Lancer dominates. It's the only supersonic bomber in the U.S. Air Force, hitting Mach 1.25, nearly 950 miles per hour. Its variable sweep wings morph mid-flight, swept back for blistering dashes, spread wide for low-level contour flying just 200 feet above the ground. Terrain-following radar lets it weave through valleys and hug ridgelines, dodging radar detection the old-fashioned way, by flying too fast and too low to track. The B-2, by contrast, is subsonic, topping out at Mach 0.95. It doesn't need speed. Its flying wing design, a single, seamless, bat-like shape, generates lift naturally while scattering radar waves in every direction. Engines are buried deep inside, masked to kill heat signatures. The result? A radar cross-section the size of a small bird, versus the B-1B's 10 square meters, roughly the size of a pickup truck. When it comes to firepower, the B-1B is a walking arsenal. It carries a staggering 75,000 pounds of ordnance, the heaviest payload of any U.S. bomber. That's enough for 24 JASSM stealth cruise missiles, 84 conventional bombs, or a mix of nuclear and precision-guided weapons. It's a battlefield multi-tool. The B-2 hauls less, 40,000 pounds, but what it lacks in volume, it makes up in precision and access. It can penetrate the most heavily defended airspace undetected and drop 80 dams or nuclear gravity bombs with surgical accuracy. Where the Lancer overwhelms, the Spirit assassinates. Range tells a similar story of trade-offs. The B-1B flies 5,900 miles unrefueled and extends globally with air refueling, but it often needs forward bases or tanker support. The B-2 goes farther, 6,000 miles unrefueled, and has pulled off 44-hour missions, including a non-stop round trip from Missouri to Libya and back. It launches from the continental U.S., strikes anywhere, and returns without ever landing overseas. Survival, though, is where philosophy splits. The B-1B fights to live, loaded with jammers, decoys, and electronic countermeasures. It dances through threats. The B-2? It doesn't fight at all. It hides. But that invisibility comes at a cost: stealth coatings that demand climate-controlled hangars, constant recoding, and maintenance costs nearly double the Lancer's, $135,000 per flight hour versus $63,000. The price tags reflect their eras and ambitions. A single B-1B cost $317 million, with over 100 built. The B-2? $2.1 billion each, one of the most expensive aircraft ever. Only 21 were produced, each treated like a national secret, housed in specialized facilities, and maintained under obsessive conditions. The stealth paint alone costs tens of millions per jet. Both bombers remain in service, but their days are numbered. The B-21 Raider is coming, a next-generation stealth bomber that blends the B-2's undetectability with the B-1B's speed, payload, and flexibility. It's already flying prototypes, with full service expected by 2027. When it arrives, it won't just replace these icons, it will evolve the very idea of strategic air power. So, which reigns supreme, brute speed and overwhelming force, or perfect invisibility and precision? The B-1B Lancer roars. The B-2 Spirit whispers. One breaks the sound barrier. The other breaks detection. Together, they've defined an era of global strike capability unlike anything before. Thanks for joining us on One. If this story fired you up, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because next, we're breaking down F-22 versus Su-57. Who really rules the skies? Stay locked in.